became acquainted with Dan in 2020 when Perry received the School of Character Award. As principal of Perry High School for 27 years and nearly 30 years in the district, Dan modeled good character every day by treating each student with respect and dignity.
He just had a very soft and steady way about him. He handled difficult situations with just a lot of grace and humility.
Dan played at Central College in the football program under the legendary coach Ron Skipper. And core to that program was being a gentleman, a scholar, and an athlete. And Dan lived those, along with the 6 pillars of character.
Dan always, in the school setting, always wanted to be the best version of himself, and I think that says a lot about his character, but he also wanted other people to have the best version of themselves and character for themselves, and he always held people to a high standard in terms of how they treat each other, how they represent themselves, how they represent Perry schools.
We don't expect kids to be perfect here. You know, we know they're going to make mistakes. We love them anyway, and we just don't want to make the same mistake again.
Dan enjoyed celebrations, the triumphs, the little victories.
Yeah, we talk about Dan as as the school Dan and family Dan, and I think Dan really shined as Dan the grandpa.
He truly cared about the people that he worked with.
We have this recliner at our house, that's where he kind of unwound in the recliner and at the grill and at Disney. Everybody thought that we went to Disney because of me, and we went to Disney because of Dan. It wasn't the kids, it was Dan.
It's bittersweet because, to be honest, Dan was a character champion before January 4th. Dan was a character champion with all of his history and all the work that he did at Perry High School.
Character that the world got to know Dan through, literally the world got to know Dan through on January 4th, is the man that, I've been raising 5 children with my whole life.
I hurt with them, and I miss him also, and I just wanted to say thank you for allowing him to be part of my life.
Sirach wrote that a faithful friend is a sturdy shelter. He who finds one finds a treasure. Dan's loyalty was unquestioned. His friendship was forever. His love of his family is everlasting. And Dan Marburger was a treasure.
For him to get an award like this, I just think is really awesome that we're still kind of letting his sort of legacy live on.
I'll never be able to thank him enough for everything that he did.
We're so thankful for Dan's leadership and impact that will go on for generations to come, an opportunity to recognize him as a true character champion.
Let's keep doing what we've been doing. Let's make it better. Thank you for everything that you've already done and the things that we'll continue to do in the future.